But here in Macomb County, our big concern has been and will continue to be focusing on getting more allotment of doses. We said that from the onset. The only limitation we have is the doses that we receive. Well, we're fortunate. Now we're getting about 13,000. That was our latest number. Andrew Cox, our health department director, will speak to that in just a moment. But getting 13,000 gives us the opportunity to go ahead and do more outreach. And that's what we were asking for, because we know we have partners out there that are willing to do that. Here in the city of Warren, Mayor Fouts and his team, they have graciously said we can handle some of the allotment. If you want to use our parking garage here as what is considered now the second drive-through site here in Macomb County. So we now have our second drive-through site, which is a matter of convenience for folks. And so with that, we took full advantage and had some outreach and contact. Our emergency management, working alongside of our health department, again, Brandon Lewis and Andrew Cox have done a phenomenal job with the outreach in the various communities. At this point in time, we reached out and had some direct contact with Gus Ganem, directly related to the mayor, making sure that the mayor was cued in on our opportunities here. And Skip McAdams, the commissioner for the fire department, said we have the talent, we have the people here that can help administer those. If you get us those doses, give us the training, we'll make sure it happens here, and then also making sure that you're going to handle the scheduling to get those folks through. And that's what we do. In Macomb County, you'll note that we have something that's unique. We're very fortunate. We don't want people on a list, we want them on a schedule. With that being said, we do have a list, and it's for seniors. We have been very target specific about senior citizens here in Macomb County. They have exclusive access to the system that we have through the SMART system. Not only do they have access to get vaccinated, they have access to get a ride, because SMART will provide if they don't have one. So that's been working incredibly well. And how well? Well, let me explain this to you. Currently, as we sit here today, 65% of the senior citizens here in Macomb County, age 60 years of age and older, have already received at least their first dose, if not their first and second dose. That is a remarkable statistic, a remarkable number, considering the number of seniors here in Macomb County. And many of those folks are down here in the South End. In fact, the city of Warren, and I know the mayor is very accommodating and very concerned about the senior citizens here in the city of Warren. And so with that, this happens to be the second location in the city of Warren that we have opened up. Majestic Plaza, we opened up our Southwest Health Department. We opened up a site there. It's not one that is a walk-in, one that has to be scheduled. Again, most of the sites we have are scheduled sites. You can't just walk in. That's what this will be as well, a scheduled site. People can come down here. But again, recognizing all the sites we have in Macomb County, and to date, we've probably opened up about 8 or 9 different sites around the county. We have another one in Sterling Heights tomorrow. But with that being said, all of them are available or accessible, with all residents of Macomb County having access to them.
I think the key word, Mark, which you've alluded to, is all hands on deck. I have known from the start of this pandemic that cooperation would be required to meet the challenges to assist our citizens. And I thank Macomb County Health Department for saying, let's do something for citizens that live in the southern section of Macomb County, and more importantly, let's have it later hours. Let's have it later in the afternoon, and let's have it on weekends, because there are a lot of people that work and they're front line and they need to be protected too. Now, this system will be simple. You make an appointment with the county website. You come to the Warren City Hall parking garage at your assigned time, which is where we are now. The Warren Citizens Emergency Response Team will direct you to the right place. The fire department medics, under the outstanding leadership of Skip McAdams, have been trained to administer the vaccine, and will do so after you check in. And by the way, the Macomb, our Warren Fire Department has won the Gold Award from the American Heart Association for 6 years in a row for being the best fire department, not just in the county, but in the state of Michigan. And after being vaccinated, you will be directed to the parking area south of City Hall, where you will wait about 15 minutes to make sure you're okay, and we'll have firefighters out there watching you. If you find yourself in need while parked, simply honk your horn and you will be assisted by the fire department. Then go home fully vaccinated. And our police department, under the outstanding leadership of Bill Dwyer, who is recognized as the best, I think, police commissioner in the state, will be in charge of traffic and protection and things of that nature. This also has no cost to the Warren taxpayers, and thanks to the county, we will use available funds to cover all costs, including overtime for our fire department employees and all supplies. The one-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine is a plus. This pandemic requires that we all work together. As I said, all hands on deck.
We are very excited to open up this additional site, and what the mayor said was true. We are very excited to have a southern and drive-through site. This will really help with access to vaccine, especially with individuals that have mobility issues. And so that is a great thing. We've, from the start, worked with Smart Transportation to also provide resources, transportation access to all of our sites. And we were one of the first counties to do that, and we're very proud of that partnership with Smart. This site also provides additional opportunities for individuals that it's easier for them to stay in their vehicles and get vaccinated, which is why we're so excited about this site. This site, when it's up to its full capacity, will be able to do 2,000 vaccines, as the mayor stated. But more importantly, it also will provide an additional access for weekends and after hours, being open until 8 p.m., vaccinating individuals. This will be very critical for individuals that are working during the day, that have traditional hours that they can't get out or have a difficult time getting out to other sites. So we continue to diversify our hours of our vaccination clinics. We continue to do great work at our other sites. I'm really proud of the fact that our health department staff and others, we just gave out we just allocated and vaccinated our 100,000th person, and yesterday at the Verculen building at our Clinton Township vaccine site. So we're really excited. We're excited to get this site and many more up and running.
Sometimes the public doesn't truly understand what goes on behind the scenes with the health department and emergency management in trying to figure out how do we dispense and how do we get this out. But as the mayor had talked about, we're talking about Johnson & Johnson. That was a big game changer for us, especially with congregate care, talking about the nursing homes, and in trying to get out people that are in homes that are homebound, that can't get out. It really has helped us out in taking care of locations like this as well. So again, there is a safety factor with each and every one of them. We're fortunate we have the right team working together with others to make this happen. And if I could touch on the scheduling thing one more time, soon here in Macomb County, we're going to take a step above many others when it comes to scheduling. Again, there's not a statewide scheduling process. One thing I think that probably should have been done or could have been done, but it forced many municipalities, in particular health departments around the state, even some of the hospital systems and pharmacies, to figure out how do we deal with this. This is something that's different or new. Everybody had their own thing going, but fortunately we got the support of the Board of Commissioners. Again, Michelle Nard and my son, commissioners here in the city of Warren, were very supportive of this idea to try to figure out how do we give people a chance and the best chance of getting either on a list or on a schedule. And with that being said, this system that we were able to purchase with dollars that came from the CARES funding is going to give us the opportunity to have people select locations. So not only will they be able to go online and look for the opportunity to go ahead and schedule an appointment, they'll be able to go ahead and pick a specific appointment somewhere that's closer to home, somewhere throughout the county. So if they can't find it at a pharmacy, they can't find it at their healthcare system, they're looking to get on a schedule with what we've got going here in Macomb County, they'll be able to look at a schedule for appointments at various locations closer to home. And that's what we want to make sure we're doing, because that's where people feel most comfortable when it comes to vaccinations or getting health care.
I received an email from the county about this program early in January, so the wheels had started turning then from emergency management department, and then also from the mayor's office. So we knew that this was coming, and we have been preparing ever since. And thanks to the county, we were able to get the training necessary for us to take on this mission, and we will achieve our mission and get all of those vaccinations into arms as quickly as possible and get the people on their way. And we will do that for 4 consecutive weeks, and you can count on us for that resource.
I just want to say that the police department is committed. There's not going to be any problems. We've got everything well organized. We have our CERT team, our emergency people coming out to assist with traffic. Other than that, we see it's going to be very safe. It's a very safe environment. Things are going to move along very quickly, and it's going to be, as I said, very well organized. So we encourage people to get out here, get their vaccines.
We've had our partnerships with the fire commissioner, the police commissioner, the mayor's office, for years. We've been planning for pandemics, as we do with many types of emergencies that can happen within the county. And what you see is a culmination of all that work and all that planning, all that coming up with different types of scenarios of what is our plan A, what happens when plan A doesn't work, or a small piece of plan A doesn't work. Then we move on to plan B, and we work through all of that. And today we've done that, and as you've seen this week, and in days and weeks to come, as we roll out more sites and more opportunities to get the vaccine. So we're very thankful for our partnerships and the work that our emergency management department, led by Brandon Lewis and Andrew Cox at the health department, and a whole host of other people behind the scenes have been able to do. Very thankful for the work. It's not always easy to build relationships or have people come out of maybe their silos. But you're seeing that in this crisis. You've seen it from the beginning. We've seen it before in different projects that we've worked on. And again, very proud of our county team, very proud to work with the city of Warren, and glad that it's very easy that you're not calling someone cold when you need them. That you know they're going to be there, you know that you're speaking the same language, and they're going to go, yes, I understand my role, and we are here to help, and we will support one another.
As you can see here in Macomb County, there has not been a politicization of this issue. It's not about the politics, it's not about the difference between executive versus legislative. It's about trying to figure out how do we come together in a crisis to make things happen, and I think that's what you're seeing here in Macomb County. The only hiccup, the only challenge we had was making sure we had the proper amount of doses, because we here in Macomb County can make it happen with the partnerships that we have, and I think this is once again proof positive of that. So again, Mayor, on behalf of those of us in Macomb County, your residents, I want to thank you for your continued partnership and the relationship, and on behalf of the Mayor and myself, we want to continue to remind everybody to keep yourself and your families safe.